let's talk about Redskins specific here, guys, or sort of anything you're looking for, Scott, from Monday night's game against the Browns.
Because we didn't get to see it last week, Deshaun Jackson says he's going to be out there flying around with his guys on Monday, expects to play. Had an ankle injury that kept him out against New England. And just to see that the shiny new toy finally in action, what kind of rhythm he has, if any, with Griffin for those 1-2 series that they're likely to play. That and Lake Seastrunk, who, granted, it was against, I think Dan said 13 stringers, the 13th string for the Patriots or something. But he looked good, the rookie out of Baylor. He looked good in the first preseason game.
So did Silas Red. I mean, the backfield in general looked good in that first.
And then they both kind of got banged up as the week went on.
Right.
Mike, what are you looking for on Monday night?
And I might be a little ignorant on this, but I just feel like the offense, based on the weapons it was given, based on the fact that I don't believe Robert Griffin III is going to be as bad as he was to start last year's season because of his health, I don't worry about the offense like a lot of people do in this town. I'm worried about Jim Haslett's defense still. This team will not win 3 games if it gives up more than 30 points a game this year like it did last year. He can't, that defense has got to become, if not a wrecking ball, at least a container in the way it wasn't a year ago. And so I want to see if Jim Haslett has a thumb on this defense.
If the offense is as good as we think it might be, the defense doesn't have to be that great to win some games.
It can't give up. If they're not going to outscore everybody 35-30.
True. You can't make a long-term push.
Are you going to the game?
Am I going to the game?
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet. I may. I'm thinking about it.
He's waiting for Snyder to roll out the red carpet.
It's a very toxic place for me. But go ahead.
That is true. All right, Dan, what are you looking for?
I think this is kind of coincidental. Just randomly, we all agreed on separate things. But I was going to say special teams, and I think there were some kind of noteworthy things that happened with special teams in the preseason opener, to the extent that anything in the preseason is noteworthy. But you saw Kai Forbath, the incumbent place kicker. He missed one field goal. He missed another field goal that was called back on penalty, and he put a kickoff out of bounds, which those are things that you do if you're trying to lose your job. So I'm kind of interested in that. The Redskins punters, I think they have a punting battle theoretically going on, and they only got to punt once, I believe, against New England. So who knows what's going on with the punting. And then penalties I think in the first half, the special teams units committed 3 penalties for the Redskins. These are things that, last year was a historically awful special teams unit. They brought in a new coach, and there were definitely some blips in this first game. So I want to see if they can. I guess I want to see that. Mostly, I don't want to watch the preseason, but I guess I kind of want to see if
there's a game to watch the preseason. I know everybody says week 3, but just because of the Manziel factor.
I don't know. I had trouble. I'll be honest, and I guess I complain a lot in general, but I had trouble with the preseason last time. I think maybe I'm getting too old or something. I just really was having all kinds of existential
I might just
doubts.
go to apologize to Kyle for all the things I wrote about him during his tenure here, and then I'm going to say, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Take videos so we can get a couple of blog posts out of it.
Yeah, we'd play that next week's show. Yeah. What do we expect on the kicking battle? Gruden has said that he expects it to last through the duration of the preseason. But who would you say has the edge right now in the 40 seconds we have left, based off that first week?
I think Hawker. It's got to be Hawker. And I think he's got, all through camp, they've said he has a stronger leg on kickoffs.
You don't draft a kicker not to consider him,
This is the preseason. Wait till Kai Forgan gets into the regular season and starts nailing 45-yarders with no time on the clock. Just trust me on this one.
The Redskins special teams is that kickers are here for about 2 years and then they're out of town. And Kai Forbath's time, I think, is
shouldn't let him go on Sean Sweezum.
Did you see Bruce Boudreau was at Pittsburgh Steelers camp hanging out with Danny Smith?
Mike Tomlin. All right, look at that. We finished 6 seconds early. All right, the producers are going to love me in the back.
We're really into the preseason when we start talking about former Redskins kickers hanging out with former Caps coaches.